Enjoy this illustrated explainer video about guide dogs for the blind.
Not all heroes wear capes. Some are furry and walk on 4 legs.
A yellow lab guide dog in harness.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe everyone deserves to live the life they want to live and to move through the world safely and confidently. Which is why we match people who are blind or visually impaired living in the US or Canada with exceptional guide dogs at no cost to them.
A person with a guide dog.
We even help with veterinary bills and ongoing essential support. We create these life-changing partnerships entirely through private donations and with the help of thousands of volunteers. And of course, with our incredible dogs.
A group of people with dogs.
Our dogs are guide dogs at the DNA level. We breed them specifically to do this work.
2 dogs and a DNA helix.
At 3 days old, our dogs start spending time with volunteers called puppy socializers.
A person with a newborn puppy.
Being a puppy socializer isn't just a dream job. It's how we help our puppies get comfortable being around humans.
A volunteer interacts with puppies.
At 8 to 10 weeks, puppies go live with volunteer puppy raisers.
A puppy raiser receives a puppy.
These volunteers dedicate a year of their lives to get these dogs ready for more advanced training.
The dog matures.
When the dogs come back to the school, our world-class staff teach them the complex skills required to become successful guide dogs.
2 GDB instructors train dogs.
After about 12 weeks of training, a dog is matched with their person.
A person hugs a guide dog.
This matching process is part art and part science, and always quite remarkable. Our clients and dogs undergo 2 weeks of personalized training together and begin to form a magical and lasting bond.
A person and guide dog in caps and gowns.
After graduating, clients return home with their guide dogs, empowered to enjoy their lives with greater mobility, independence, and inclusion.
3 scenes of people with their guide dogs at home, work, and play.
None of this would be possible without the generosity of our extended community of volunteers and donors.
A group of people and dogs.
To learn more about supporting our life-changing mission, visit us online.
GDB logo and URLs. GuideDogs.com and GDBinternational.ca.
Enjoy a peek into Guide Dogs for the Blind's Puppy Center, where 2 yellow lab puppies romp in an indoor play area full of colorful structures and a variety of toys.
Meet Kylie. She happens to be blind. That may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how awkward people can be around her.
Kylie waits at a bus stop with her guide dog. A woman looks at her quizzically. Question marks appear over the woman's head.
So here are some tips to keep us all moving through the world safely and confidently. Always speak directly to a person with a visual impairment, not their guide dog. Remember, that dog has a job to do.
Good morning.
Hello.
Would you like directions to an open seat?
Sure.
There's 2 rows back on your left.
Thanks.
Kylie gets on the bus with her guide dog and sits across from a woman and child.
Oh, Mom, don't pet that dog. It's working.
Now at the office.
At our office, Kylie's colleagues make sure to introduce themselves when they enter the room and to let her know when they leave.
Sarah stands in the doorway of Kylie's office.
Hi, Kylie. It's Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Did you see the latest episode of Bachelorette on Mars?
I can't believe Abe got put in the spaceship. I thought for sure it would be Lenny.
Thought bubble with a bachelor on a spaceship.
Same.
Are we still on for a shopping trip over lunch?
Yep. I'll see you then. Bye.
Speak directly to people with visual impairments rather than speaking to their friend, their guide dog, or anyone else. And be specific when providing directions.
A boutique storefront. Sales associate with Sarah and Kylie.
Hello, how can I help you?
Actually, it's my friend Kylie who needs help.
And what is she looking for?
She is looking for jeans.
Oh, they're over there. I mean, just ahead of you a few steps. Boyfriend jeans are on the left, and mom jeans are on the right.
A restaurant.
Kylie's looking forward to a date with her boyfriend, James.
Kylie, James, and guide dog wait to be seated.
Sorry, no animals allowed in the restaurant.
Actually, guide dogs are allowed anywhere the general public is allowed.
Oh, right this way then.
Kylie and James sit at a table with the dog chilling on the floor like a good doggo.
Hey, Kylie, do you want me to read the menu to you?
Sure. Thank you.
James and Kylie with their food.
This smells amazing.
Should I describe where things are?
Yes, please.
There's spicy chicken curry and rice at the top of your plate, and braised greens at the bottom. Your wine is above the plate to the right.
So good.
Kylie gives a romantic smile to James, spinach in her teeth.
Honey, you have spinach in your teeth.
Thanks so much for letting me know.
Let's let Kylie and James enjoy their dinner. For more information and helpful tips, visit guidedogs.com.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. My name is Mallory Hofer. I'm the class supervisor for this class, and I'm so excited to welcome everybody to graduation today. Whether you're here in person or you're joining us virtually, we're very excited to have you with us today. Today, we get to celebrate our 4 new guide dog clients, 1 new Canine Buddy team, and 2 new O&M graduates. So it's an exciting day for everybody. First of all, I would like to thank anybody who's here for the puppy raising information session. We're really excited to have you here, and at the end of graduation, you'll be able to meet with the puppy raising team over at the green table in the back. For those online, we are live streaming from our Oregon campus. We're in the visitor center in our auditorium, and I've just got a few thank yous to get out of the way first. So. First and foremost, to our puppy raisers, both the ones with dogs graduating today and everyone else here, thank you so much for everything you do for our program. You guys really are one of the foundation pieces for how we are able to fulfill our mission and train guide dogs, so thank you. And second, to our donors, we are so glad to be able to provide our programs to all of our clients free of charge, so thank you for your financial support of our mission. And last, to our volunteers and our employees. We have volunteers, not only the puppy raisers, but we have people who foster care our training dogs, who help serve meals in the dorm to our clients, or who help with admin tasks around campus. So we're so grateful for their help. And thank you to all of our staff, particularly our canine welfare and training technicians in the back. They're the folks who take care of the dogs in the evenings and weekends and keep this place running, so thank you guys. Next, we're gonna have a short video about our mission. There's gonna be 2 voices. It's audio described, so one will be the narrator and one will be video describing the video. Thank you so much.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, we believe that everyone deserves to move through the world safely and confidently, to live the life they want to live.
A man and his guide dog walk through a park.
Our life-changing programs meet people who are blind or visually impaired wherever they are along their journey, whether that's by matching individuals with highly qualified guide dogs, providing guide dog readiness skills in our orientation and mobility immersion program.
A man holds a white cane and smiles broadly.
Or pairing youth and adults with the companionship of a canine buddy.
A young girl cuddles with her canine buddy.
Together, we are GDB.
My name is Renee Carrasco. My dog's name is Snoopy.
Renee sits in front of a fireplace.
So the reason that I wanted to get a guide dog was because I came across some videos from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and that was my introduction to guide dog travel.
Renee and Snoopy walk along a city sidewalk and cross a street at an intersection.
What I saw was the ease of travel, the speed that the guide dog handler would move with. That's what I wanted for myself. And not only that, but it was also the companionship.
Renee and Snoopy play with a tug toy outside in the yard.
Working with Snoopy has changed my life dramatically because there's so much freedom that comes along with having a guide dog. It's made the hard parts of blindness not so hard.
Renee sits next to Snoopy and gives him a pat on the chest.
I feel like my outlook on life and the world is so much more positive having Snoopy in my life.
My name is Amit Ahuja and my guide dog's name is Tashi.
I had the opportunity to complete Guide Dogs for the Blind's Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program.
Amit stands on a path with his white cane.
And not only did it help me learn to navigate my environment more safely using a white cane, it also made me an even more confident guide dog handler.
My experience was just fabulous.
Amit and his O&M instructor analyze an intersection and cross a city street.
We trained in different locations, practiced different skills, worked out a way to analyze a traffic crossing. I think GDB has transformed my life. To say that it's meeting my needs would be an understatement.
My name is Ella, and this is my canine buddy, Lafferty.
Ella sits on the floor of a living room next to a black lab.
Lafferty is just so amazing in many ways. He's such a good boy. He brings me so much joy and is one of my best friends.
With kids with visual impairments,
Ella's mom, Christy McKerney.
The struggle is real for social contact. It's hard to make friends sometimes. And with Lafferty, he's an automatic draw for all kids, which is wonderful. Lafferty has totally opened up, for Ella, new social connections.
Back to Ella.
I would recommend canine buddies. They're just really good dogs, and they can change a person's life and make it better.
All of Guide Dogs for the Blind services are provided free of charge, and our work is made possible by the generous support of our donors and volunteers.
Renee sits next to Snoopy on the grass in the park.
We receive no government funding.
This organization has made such a huge impact on my life and the lives of so many countless people, and the donors are the ones that make that possible.
Close-up of Snoopy.
Thank you so much.
Ella and Lafferty.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Amit and his guide dog Tashi sit on a beach and watch the sunset.
Together, we are unstoppable. To learn more about our life-changing programs and to support our work, please visit guidedogs.com or scan the QR code.
Hi everyone. So next I'd like to introduce our guide dog instructors from class OR521. I'm going to have them join me on stage just to give a quick wave. First we have apprentice instructor Colin Wright, senior instructor Mandy Jones, and we're excited to welcome her to her first Oregon graduation since she came from California, and apprentice instructor Laura Horton. So round of applause for our class instructors. And I'm going to hand the microphone over to Colin to do our Canine Buddy client intros.
Thanks, Mallory. This is Colin. I get to talk about the Canine Buddy program a little bit before Mallory and I do a little hot potato with the microphone. So a little bit about the Canine Buddy program. What it does is we match specially selected dogs to become buddies to people who are blind or visually impaired. and that includes children ages 5 and above and adults of all ages. Canine Buddy dogs are not service dogs, but they are wonderful companions that bring joy and are a connection to the GDB community. The Canine Buddy program is one of our core client programs, and teams have access to the same level of service as our guide dog teams. So our Canine Buddy graduate is Clint Turner of Herriman, Utah, who received Fenwick, a male black Labrador Golden Retriever cross.
And this is Mallory. I have a letter from Clint Turner and his family. On the screen, we've got a photo of teenage Clint wearing a green t-shirt, and he's sitting on the floor next to Black Lab Golden Retriever Cross Fen. Fen is wearing his blue Canine Buddy scarf, and he's looking calmly to the side with his tongue lolling out. And he's very cute. So Clint and his family say, the best way for us to describe Fenwick, or Fen, as he is now called, is pure delight. From the moment he walked through our front door, we fell in love with him. He is happy, fun, and is the best cuddler. He likes to oversee Clint playing with his dinosaurs, going on walks, watching the ducks at the pond, practicing his skills, and tucking Clint in bed at night. He's the best boy and canine buddy we could ask for. Clint has a rare disease, and this companionship is the most beautiful thing to watch. We can't thank Fen's puppy raisers enough for their time, energy, and skill. We are so appreciative and grateful for Fen and all that went into his care and puppy raising. We understand that a piece of your heart is now in our home, and we don't take that lightly. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to welcome Fen as part of our family.
On the screen behind me right now, it's Colin again. On the screen behind me, on the left, there's a photo of Jean, one of the puppy raisers, and her husband Kevin. They're sitting on the floor of their living room in front of a fireplace. Jean is holding a little puppy Fenwick around his chest with his face peeping out over the top of her arm, and his legs and pink belly hang below. Jean and Kevin are both laughing. And on the right, a close-up of Fenwick's face as he looks intently into the camera. He is sitting in a dining area wearing a paper Krispy Kreme hat. And with these pictures behind me, I get to read a letter from Fenwick's puppy raiser, Jean McDonald. She writes to Fenwick and Clint, raising a guide dog for the blind has been one of the most humbling and beautiful experiences of my life. Fenwick is my 6th puppy, and from this moment, the sweet boy entered our home. It was clear he was something extraordinary, a stunning cross with a heart of pure gold. He started out a little shy, but over time, he grew into a strong, confident, and steady companion. There was a quiet wisdom in his eyes, even as a pup, a calm strength that only deepened with age. He gave his love freely and his loyalty completely, but I'm sure Clint already knows that by now. I could not be prouder of the dog Fenwick has become, and I wish Clint and Fenwick a life filled with fun and friendship. He's more than just a canine companion, he is a gift. I cannot express my gratitude to my wonderful co-raiser Ryan and our dedicated puppy sitter Christy. Your hard work and support helped shape Fenwick into the dog he is today. With all my heart, Jean.
And to wrap it up, we have a letter from Fenwick's co-raiser, Ryan Pollock. We have 2 photos on the screen. On the left, Fenwick is wearing his green guide dog puppy jacket, and he's lying on the floor in front of a fireplace looking at the camera. And on the right, Fenwick and a brown Labradoodle are lying snuggled together on a gray dog bed. Fenwick's back legs are hanging off the bed and onto the floor, and he looks sleepily at the camera. And Ryan's letter. Fenwick was the sweetest, cuddliest, most affectionate puppy we've ever had. He napped in our laps, loved being held, and he was always right at our feet. We are thrilled about Fenwick and Clint's partnership. We're looking forward to see them grow together and build upon the bond that they've already started. We hope Fenwick's carefree, silly personality brings joy to Clint's life and that his cuddles bring comfort. Congratulations to Clint and his puppy raisers, and Fenwick's puppy raisers.
We're going to shift gears a little bit from our Canine Buddy grads to our Orientation and Mobility Immersion graduates. And today we are recognizing a graduate from our recent program with the Lighthouse Earl Baum campus in Santa Rosa, California. A little bit about that program for those who aren't familiar. The Orientation and Mobility Immersion is a 1-week program designed for people who want to improve their independent travel skills, including the orientation and mobility training that they need to qualify for a guide dog. The Orientation and Mobility Immersion Program provides a bridge for those who would like to partner with a guide dog but have limited access to O&M services. The instructors for this program were Regina Kutches and Steve Udy. On the slide there will be a photo of Steven Melendez Morales of Bakersfield, California, one of the graduates. Steve enjoys hiking, fishing, exploring new places, and spending time with his girlfriend and family. And then there's a photo description on the picture on screen. Steven is seated on an outdoor bench on a brick patio wearing a GDB hat and sunglasses. He is holding the leash of a yellow Labrador guide dog in training who is sitting next to him. They both are looking at the camera. Congratulations, Steven. And our other OMI graduate is Michelle Sommer of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Mitzi is an adventurous woman, outdoors woman, with a deep love for all animals. She has always felt a special connection to the natural world. Since discovering the long cane, Mitzi shared that a new chapter of life has unfolded, one filled with hope, freedom, and the confidence to explore beyond familiar boundaries. Where once there were limits, now there are paths waiting to be walked, places to be discovered, and a renewed sense of purpose in fully participating in life's journey. On the screen behind me, on the left, there's a photo of Mitzi holding her long cane while standing outside next to a very large redwood tree trunk. She is smiling and touching the tree with one hand. And on the right, there's a photo of Mitzi and Steven, who are looking through a glass window at a yellow lab puppy who is being held by a volunteer. And everyone is smiling delightedly. Congratulations, Mitzi. And the last program that we're celebrating today is our guide dog program, and we are going to be celebrating our 4 graduates. A little bit about our guide dog program is these 4 graduates have spent 2 weeks here on campus with us, dealing with us instructors and the rest of the staff as they train with their brand new guide dogs. It is a pretty robust and intensive course that they have gone through, and so getting through those 2 weeks is a huge achievement. So let's start off by celebrating our class of OR521. Let's give them a round of applause. Our first graduate is Tyler Forsyth of Greensboro, North Carolina, who received Nura, a female black Labrador retriever raised by Meki Chapelka of Vashon, Washington, and Catherine, Grace, and Caitlin Hall of Vashon, Washington. Tyler is eager to explore the world with his new guide. He says that the name Nura means light in Arabic, which Tyler says Nura is already a light in his life. Tyler is joined on stage by Meki and Catherine.
I just want to thank everybody for being here and having these puppy raisers. I can tell that Nura is just going to be a delight in my life.
My name is Meki Chapelka. I raised Nura together with my friend here. She has always been just an easy dog and has been solid and steady from the beginning, earning freedoms really early when she was very little. She's a delight, and she will be a great companion to you, Tyler. And last week, when it was Independence Day, I could not just fail to see the connection there. I hope she gives you all the independence you want.
Hi, I'm Kathy Hall. I helped raise Nura with Meki. Ditto everything Meki just said. She has been steady and solid from the very beginning, and it was a pleasure to raise her, and I hope she does well in your new home.
Congratulations, Tyler. Our next graduate is Todd Harding of Kamloops, British Columbia. Todd received Bingo, who is a male black Labrador retriever raised by Kathy and Fred Templin of North Bend, Washington, Nancy Tochko of Issaquah, Washington, and Darren Blanchard and Heather O'Brien Blanchard of Mount Vernon, Washington. Todd has enjoyed a 37-year tenure with Guide Dogs for the Blind. This is his 7th guide dog. He's retired and loves the outdoors, and he has a passion for human rights. Todd looks forward to introducing Bingo to his 11 grandkids and his family's various pet dogs and cats back home, as Bingo gives me a couple kisses on his approach upstage. Todd is joined on stage by puppy raisers Darren and Heather. Over to you, Todd.
Thanks so very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming. Yeah, this is 37 years of freedom and independence that Guide Dogs has provided me, and it's just been an awesome change in my life. I'd like to thank the puppy raisers, Fred and Kathy Templin, and of course Darren Blanchard and Heather O'Brien Blanchard, who are here today, for the great work they've done in this dog, this Bingo dog here that I've got. And as you can all see, he loves to lick. I'd like to thank Mallory, our supervisor, the trainers, Colin, Mandy, and Joey. I'd like to thank the RAs, Laura, and Chantel, and Catherine. Oh. I'd like to thank my dog for making me a fool. Yeah, and the nurses, Amy and Debbie and Courtney, Tony, you guys are always there for us when we needed a little bit of help. The kitchen staff with Miss Catherine and Francis and the housekeeping staff. And of course the donors, the people that make this place go. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting Guide Dogs for the Blind. And again, I just thank you for everything you've done for me. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Heather from Mount Vernon, and with Darren, Bingo came to us at about 4.5 months from his starter puppy raisers in Issaquah, Kathy and Nancy, and he was just the tiniest, squishiest little puppy that just came with all of his skin that he ended up growing into a very big boy. And it was just, this is our first time as puppy raisers, and it was a wonderful experience, and it's so exciting to meet Todd and see him and Bingo and become a partnership. It's just so exciting, and I wish you guys a wonderful time together in partnership.
Hi, I'm Darren Blanchard. Hi, Bingo. He still listens to me, even though he shouldn't. Yeah, like as Heather said, just thanking Nancy and Kathy, who were being, here I go already. Bingo starter puppy raisers, they did a fantastic job with him. I mean, he came with so much training already done. That was super important. That really helped us out. And then Anna and Melinda from our puppy raising club in Mount Vernon, the best people and the most help. They're fantastic. We've had a great time. This has been a life-changing experience for us too. And the last thing I want to say is whoever named this dog was prescient, because they nailed it. He fits his name to a T. He's Bingo the Springo. He's so full of life and so much fun. We had so much fun with this dog. And I hope Todd really enjoys everything Bingo can bring to his life.
Sure will.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Todd.
Thanks, Colin.
Our next guide dog graduate is Sharon Selnes of Melfort, Saskatchewan, who received Tilly, a female yellow Labrador retriever raised by Lennon Smith of Salt Lake City, Utah. Sharon enjoys gardening, walking, and meeting with friends. She is a member of the Rotary Club in the Catholic Church, and she has 2 sons, 2 daughters-in-law, and 3 grandkids at home. Sharon wanted us to share that she has one arm slightly out of commission today, but her spirit is fully intact, so you may notice her wearing an arm sling.
I'm going to give you the microphone.
Well, this is a beautiful day for me. I kind of didn't think it would come. I applied for a guide dog in 2023, and I really didn't have to wait long. 2 years is not a long time. It felt like a long time, but it wasn't. And Tilly is a super dog. She is very patient with me. She loves to give me little kisses and wag her tail when I pet her and rub her body, and she's very steady and relaxed when I try and put her harness on, and it just makes it easier for me. And I'm really appreciative to Mallory and Mandy, who have taught me all the skills I need to walk with Tilly, and have made some adaptations, because in real life I walk with a cane and the dog. So I needed a few adaptations made to make it a little easier for me, and they put on their thinking caps and we came up with some good results. So thank you, and thank you to you all for coming, and thank you to my husband who's here. I'll read the letter next.
This is Mallory. Lennon, the puppy raiser, wasn't able to be with us today, so I have a letter that they sent. On the screen, we've got a photo of Tilly sitting on the grass next to a pond, and she's on leash and is smiling. Behind her, the sun glistens on the water, and there are ducks swimming. My name is Lennon Smith, and I was the youth raiser of Tilly. She was a wonderful part of my life for 18 months that I had the pleasure of teaching her, loving her, and bringing her everywhere that I went. She became something of a celebrity any place that I took her, especially with the teachers at my school. They were always excited to see her in class. My math teacher even brought her bones to stay in the classroom. I kind of doubt she would remember me without my dog. Tilly became a part of who I was. When I didn't have anything to say, talking to her broke an awkward silence. When someone asked what I had been up to, I could talk for any amount of time about guide dogs. Tilly allowed me to be more social, more comfortable, and more confident. For every single thing I did for her, she did 100 more for me. I am so proud of this sweet dog for all of the hard work she has done and the joy that she has brought to everyone. I can't believe the tiny puppy that I got 2 years ago had such a large impact and is going to give someone the same happiness that she gave me. Thank you to Guide Dogs for the Blind for the opportunity and the time and effort that they've put into this beautiful dog. I am so glad to have been a part of her journey, and I will always remember her with smiles and laughs.
Congratulations, Sharon. And our fourth and final graduate of this class is Faith Snap of Canyon, Texas. Faith received Nula, a female yellow Labrador Golden Retriever cross, raised by Barbara Serber of Olympia and Sequim, Washington, and Lee Thalheimer of Portland, Oregon. Faith looks forward to bringing Nula back home to Texas, where she loves to be outdoors with animals. Faith is a vet student and hopes to help the animal community. She hopes her parents, sister, and brother will love Nula just as much as she does.
Hello, everyone. I am so excited to be here today. This is different than the last time I got a guide dog. I received my first guide dog, Prim, when I was 15, so a little older now, have a little more knowledge, maybe. But I'm so thankful to be standing on the stage today, graduating with Nula. When I was getting ready to come to class, I was so attached to my first dog, Prim. You know, she went through 4 years of high school, 4 years of college, and the first year of vet school with me, and she was such a gift. And when I came here, I was like, I prayed, you know, that I would find a dog that would be even somewhat of a quarter as perfect as Prim, and Nula has been just that. So I am so grateful for her and the way that she makes me laugh every day. And, you know, if I'm feeling sad about Prim, Nula knows exactly what to do. So she's perfect in every way. And I'd like to take the time to thank everybody that poured into our class, all of the instructors and the nurse staff and the kitchen staff and everyone involved with this partnership. I'd like to thank Joey, Nula's trainer here on campus. And of course, I would love to thank Nula's amazing puppy raisers for shaping her into the incredible guide dog she is today. So yeah, just super happy to be here, and I couldn't have been more blessed.
Hi, I'm Lee, and this is Barbara, and together we co-raised Nula. And before I say kind of what I had, I also want to thank you for the reunion, excuse me, the reunion we had before we came. I had on sandals, and I'm glad we both changed to tennis shoes, because what Faith did was she gave us the leash. And yeah, Nula went crazy, and it was wonderful. But I share that because what was really neat is then after that, we gave the leash back, and Nula already knows that she's yours. So let's hope I can get through this. Raising Nula as a team, our talks here today are combined. Seems like yesterday, but it was on February 18th, 2024, Barb and I met the GDB puppy truck in Tacoma, Washington. Our grandpup was on that truck, and we had raised Napa, the mom of an in dog we were getting that day. All we knew about our dog was she was a female lab golden cross whose name started with an N, and she was 10 weeks old. They put Nula in our arms, and she quickly wiggled into our lives and will always be in our hearts. Barb was living in Sequim, Washington then, and I'm in Portland, so Nula grew up experiencing different households and cities. I love raising guide dog pups with Barb. We're great friends and a good team, and she's my family now too. Early on, we felt we'd been given not only a precious smart puppy to raise, but one with a lot of energy, spunk, and a curiosity about life. We had faith in Nula and what lay ahead, never imagining her life would be with Faith. Some things in this world are meant to happen. Between Barb and I, Nula experienced many modes of travel. She was in a stroller, cars, trains, buses, streetcars, ferries, boats, kayaks, wagon rides, and even a tram. Having a lot of confidence, Nula was always game for anything, and that made outings lots of fun. On a regular basis, Nula and I visited the Japanese gardens on Saturday mornings during member hours, and many of the staff got to know her. Our next stop was in the Portland Rose Garden, where Nula loved smelling the roses. Actually, Nula had a very busy nose for anybody that knew her when she was young. And Barb and I sometimes thought she might end up with a sniffing job of some kind. We're very glad she outgrew that phase and wanted to be Faith's guide. Nula became a regular at my aerobic pool classes. Her first class was when she was 3.5 months old, and she went with me until her recall time. She was on a tie-down at the lifeguard stand, watching over everyone in class. Many grew very fond of her being there, and a few of her pool pals came to say goodbye and see Nula graduate today. Some terms of endearment we had for our spunky pup were new and noodle new, the latter coming from watching her whole body wiggle at times from head to tail. And she was also a lab golden cross, and she gave us a little bit of both. Nula starts each day grabbing a toy and walking around talking, all the while wiggling her whole body. We couldn't help but smile and even laugh out loud. Faith, we hope she talks to you each morning, and it starts your day off, and it sounds like she does. Nula was ready for anything, and also very content to stay home, play fetch in the yard, tug with Rosie, and she entertained herself using a stuffed toy to push balls all around my house. And that was the first dog to come up with that, and she also enjoyed long naps. Rosie, my golden career change, and Nula were best buds when she was there. Rosie taught her to play tug with another dog, and if you hear her play growling and she puts a leg up on the tug, she took note of why Rosella always won. Finally, we hope Nula will be a great guide for you and become a best friend, sensing what you may want and need also when she's not working. We know Nula will have the best life and love all the adventures you experience together. When you'll be at home, it's nice that she and Prim can also be together. Congratulations on starting your second year of vet school. How fun for Nula to attend college with you. She will be forever in our hearts, and we know Nula is where she was meant to be. Thank you to all my friends who came to graduation today. You've all had a part in her journey. And thank you to the Portland West Club and Nancy and Beth for the friends and leaders that they are. I also want to thank my two sons, Daniel and Austin, for supporting me in puppy raising, especially helping with Nula, since you both saw her often. I know she'll be in your hearts forever too. Faith, we are so happy to meet you today. I know Nula, this is long. Seeing you and Nula together completes her first journey with Barb and I. The question we are asked most often about raising a guide dog puppy is, how do you give them back? As you can tell, saying goodbye is emotional for us in the moment, but watching you with Nula is why I am a puppy raiser. I'm able to give you a life-changing gift, and when a dog becomes a guide, I think this is their goal in life. They want to work for someone special. I'm lucky to have a good friend in Portland who has a guide dog I raised. Being a part of her life and watching Haviland work, okay, I gave that one away, is again why I am a puppy raiser. We feel blessed to be a part of Nula's start to her life as your guide. Faith, we wish you all the best with Nula. She was a hard one to say goodbye to, but you have told us this isn't goodbye. We'll see you and Nula again, and we already thank you for that.
Hi, I'm Barbara Serber, and there was a reason we went last. They saw the papers. So Nula is my 21st dog, and she's also my grandpup. I raised her mother, and I've been in the guide dog family 35 plus years, and probably will continue the rest of my life. And Nula had country and city experiences. The country with me in Sequim, Washington, and the city with Lee. I was in the Sequim puppy raiser group. Deb Cox was the leader. She did a great job. And I think everyone in our club at one point had Nula on an outing or a pup sit. So it truly takes a village to raise a guide dog. It's not just one puppy raiser. It really takes a village. Nula had many outings. One of my favorite ones among hundreds was we went to Crescent Lake for a club outing. We stayed 3 nights in a very rustic cabin. And that in itself was interesting, tying these dogs down. She did wonderful. She did not like water, but she went in a kayak and had someone paddle her around for an hour. She watched us roast marshmallows and didn't try to get them. But it was just just a really fun outing. I am concerned she doesn't like to swim. So Faith's parents have a pool, and they have a splash pad. I know she'll like the splash pad, but I hope in that Texas heat she gets in the pool. Nula had many trips to Seattle, Victoria, Canada, country walks. We walked by chickens daily, cows daily, horses. So I think that's going to blend in well, as in Texas they have horses. And I think her parents, you have horses, right? Yeah. So it's all going to kind of tie in between the city and the country. I thank my family and my husband and everybody for supporting me through all of this. She was raised with a 90-pound German Shepherd, Suki. Oh. And 3 cats. She could tug Suki. Suki would not tug much, so Nula would pull a 90-pound dog across the kitchen floor. Our Siamese cat gave daily facials, and Nula would sit very quietly while he completely licked her face and cleaned her ears. So she's does very well with cats. And thank you to my Oregon Puppy Raiser Club, Portland West. That's where I started 35 years ago. And Nancy Pruitt, wave, is in the club, one of the original club members, and Beth Rose, wave. They gave me my start. I currently live in Olympia, Washington, as of 4 months ago. And so it was really exciting to be here today. I'm having a knee replacement Tuesday, so it just all worked out that I was here. So raising, it was a lifelong passion for me from 8 years old to help the visually impaired. I thank God daily for allowing me to follow my passion and make a difference in a person's life. Raising guide pups is a gift of love from the heart. It cannot be bought, only given. My reward is seeing Nula in harness walking with faith on a new journey. My heart is soaring. Nula was a great dog to raise. She was one of the ones that Lee and I could have gotten in the car and just kept driving and just kind of changed our whole names and everything. So it's one of the hardest dogs to say goodbye. So we're not saying goodbye. We're saying we'll see you again. So we might have to make a trip to the hot place. We wish you both an amazing journey together. We both thank Guide Dogs for the Blind for all they do to make it possible for a visually impaired person to walk through life easier with these dogs. They're an amazing organization. My favorite memory to share for Nula, from day one, I had windows that were ceiling from floor to ceiling, and she sat in that window daily. In the beginning, she laid in that window. As she got bigger, she tried to lay in that window. Every single day, she was in the window, sometimes alone, sometimes with Suki and the 3 cats. But every day, she was looking out that window, and I kept thinking, you just keep looking, and what are you looking for? Well, I know now she was looking for faith, and she found her. So as soon as I'm recovered from surgery, I will be raising again. I need to catch up with Nancy. Don't think I ever will. But congratulations to Faith and to all the other clients here today. I wish you great success and a wonderful journey. And thank you for the parents coming. It was nice to meet you. So we're done. Thank you.
Congratulations, Faith, and one more round of applause for the graduating class. Last but not least, I will pass the microphone over to Mallory one more time. She's bringing a bench out so we can do a quick guide work demonstration.
Thank you, everyone. Our last bit today is going to be a guide work demo. So we have Mandy joining us with a Black Lab Golden Retriever cross named Flax. And this is where we get to just tell you a little bit about what the clients have been doing the last few weeks. So when clients come to us to train with their guide dog, they learn how to do all of the guide work mechanics, but they also get workshops about animal learning theory. We do a workshop on airport TSA, and one of the workshops we do is clicker training. So you can probably hear Mandy has a clicker, and as Flax does his obedience, she's using the click to tell him that he has done a behavior correctly, and then he gets a kibble afterwards. And this is a way to make learning new things really fun for the dogs. And one of the things we use the clicker for is to teach the dogs how to find new targets. So our clients might use this maybe to find the buttons for an elevator, maybe an ATM. And so Mandy's gonna show us how Flax could learn to target this bench. So Mandy's gonna make a target with her fist, and she's gonna click when he touches it. And she's gonna use her hand target to show him that this bench is a target that we want to find, not an obstacle for him to avoid. He's going extra fast to show that he's really smart. He has found things before in his life, so he knows this game. So as Mandy puts her hand out and he touches it, he gets his click. And since he's showing some very good anticipation of it, she's gonna back him up a little bit further from that bench. And he's wagging the whole time. So once the dog shows us that they start to understand that this is a target that we want to find, then we can add guide work to the picture. So as Mandy backs up, she'll probably pick up the handle this time, and she'll say forward to see if Flax can find that bench. And there it is, good boy. And we'll let him do one more. We'll let him come all the way from the staircase. And this is a way just to teach the dogs to find things and make training a little extra fun for them. So here he goes. What do we think? There he goes across the stage, right to that bench. Good boy, Flax. This is the conclusion of our graduation. I just want to take one more time to say congratulations to all of our graduates today. For those of you here in person, if you are here for the campus tour, please find the blue table at the back of the room. And if you're here for the puppy raising informational session, the puppy raising team is over at the green table. So thank you all so much for attending today, and please feel free to join us in the front of the visitor center for some refreshments. Thank you.